All right, so we're on the machine here. Let's say we want to load a new tool. So I'm going to grab this tool here. This is a Cat 40 tool that fits in this machine. So I want to go and I want to put this into pocket 3, we'll say. So underneath here on the umbrella, you can see that we're at tool 1 right now, so we need to change to tool 3. So there's no way to stick the tool just up in here. You need to actually close the doors and actually make it go through a tool change process so you can actually load this tool. So I'm gonna go through this here. When you do any kind of tool change, you need to be in MDI mode. When you're in MDI mode here, all you have to do is type which tool you want to call up. So I'm just gonna hit T3, and you see it show up in the bottom left corner there. I don't press anything else right now. I don't press enter or right or anything. I just leave that T3 there, and then I hit this ATC forward. All right, so when I hit ATC forward, that means automatic tool changer forward. Well, right now it says the door is open. I told you, you need to close the door. So safety device in place, close that door, and now we just do it again. So hit T3 is still there. We just hit ATC forward again, and now we'll see it will go up. You can get a good visual here. And there we go. So it changed to tool 3, and that's the end of the process. So now I can open the door up. Now, if I want to put this tool into the spindle, this is kind of how this looks. So it needs to be an open spot, which it is. So tool 3 is open and the spindle's open right now. I need to load the tool right into the spindle. So to do that, you're going to have to be in MDI mode here again. And then you are going to hit this tool release button. When I hit this, you're going to hear a bunch of air release. I let go, and it just stops releasing. So when I'm putting the tool in, I need to hold my finger on that button the whole time until I get this where I want it to be. And what I want to have happen is on the tool, you can see these tangs. I want those holes or those slots to meet up to these tangs when I put it in there. I don't want it to fall, you know, like this. It needs to fall right inside of there. So I'm gonna hold this button and not let go of it. Put the tool where I want it to be, kind of spin it, okay, there's where I want it to be, and now I'm finally going to let go of that button. When I do that, you can see the drawbar grabs the tool and draws it up in the spindle, and that's how the tool should actually sit and look. So if you do it crooked, it probably will still grab the tool, but you're gonna crash the machine when you go to tool change. So you need to make sure that those are oriented exactly in that slot. Otherwise, now we're ready to go. Now, if I wanna just change tools again, and now I wanna bring tool 1 back up, all I would do is close the doors to the machine, and in MDI mode, just hit T1 and ATC forward, or I can hit ATC reverse. On this machine, it doesn't matter. Either one of those is going to move the tool and bring up what you want. And there it goes. And now you can see we have tool 1 back in there, and tool 3 is sitting in the carousel. So that's pretty much it for changing tools. That's the easy way Haas is set up like that. Another way you can change tools is you could go in here and reset everything, delete all this MDI program, and type in what you wanted. So you could say, you know, I want T4. What you'll have to put with that is the code that tells the CNC to tool change, which is M6. And then you would do an EOB, which is end of block, and then you would do an insert. And that will put T4 M6 into the program, and that's another way you can change tools. So I just close the door again, and now this time I would just hit start, and it's gonna run that little MDI program and change the tools for me. And there we are. So the easier way to do it is, rather than write all that stuff in there, is just to go T1 and just hit ATC forward, and then it'll change tools. So both ways work. Now you know both options. The mini mill, again, is going to be identical to this. We'll just walk over there for a second. So we're on here. Everything's the same. Let's say I want tool 10 up right now. I close the door, I go to MDI mode, pops up, and I just write tool 10, and I hit ATC forward. And axis goes up, revolves around, and voila, there is tool 10. And now it is in the spindle. So exactly the same. This one moves a little quicker because it's newer, but otherwise, same exact process. So